Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Huff, and today I will be presenting my capstone project, which was a natural resource inventory of Hoyt-Hall Preserve. So when we first had to find a professional partner, I targeted 3 different groups. I looked at wildlife organizations, land trusts, and local environmental nonprofits. I wanted to work with someone that was local that I could possibly do field work for, so I contacted Buzzards Bay Coalition, which is a member-based conservation group located in Wareham, Massachusetts. I contacted Mass Audubon, which is a statewide conservation group, and then I contacted Wildlands Trust, which was a very local land trust that was a town over from where I lived. So out of the 3 groups I contacted, 2 got back to me, and I chose Wildlands Trust. So like I said before, this land trust has all locations in Plymouth County, and their main building is located in Plymouth. There is 7 full-time staff members, and there is 18 board of director members. So when I reached out, I asked them if they had any data I could look at or if they had any project ideas, and my main contact, Scott McFadden, said that they were in need of an NRI of Hoyt-Hall Preserve in Marshfield, Massachusetts. They had owned this property for a little bit, but they have not had any thorough analysis on this property, so he let me kind of pick how I wanted to analyze and inventory. So I came up with this this data collection plan. So it involved quadrant sampling, soil sampling, trail cameras, and opportunistic wildlife sightings. So continued upon what I just previously stated. For quadrant sampling, I sampled 10 5x5 meter quadrats that were randomly selected, and within those quadrats, plants were identified and quantified. I also had 2 trail cameras hung on property, 1 in a hardwood area and 1 near a water source to increase the potential of capturing mammals. I also used binoculars and the Merlin bird identification app to identify birds by calls and by actual sightings. And for the soil sampling, I took 20 soil samples, 10 in the upland forest area and 10 in the wetland area. So for analysis, within the quadrants, I looked at the frequency of plant species. And then for the soil analysis, I used a 2-tailed t-test to compare the wetland and upland soil measurements. And so these are my results for the animals quantified. There was 31 bird species, 5 mammal species, 15 fungi species, and 29 plant and tree species that I observed. Mammal and bird species were throughout the property, while the plant species were only what was observed within the quadrants. Above are actually photos I took from the property. We have a eastern chipmunk to the top left. We have devil's dipstick in the center, which is a really gross looking fungi, and then to the right is birch polypore. So here are some of the results. Hopefully they're all on screen. It looks like they might be a little bit out, but so for upland forest, we had an average pH of 3.62, and for a wetland, we had an average of 4.67. You can see the range, standard deviations, and the 95% confidence interval. But when I put these 2 results compared to each other within a t-test, it revealed that it was a significant difference. Wetland tended to have a higher pH than upland forest, which does suggest possible acidification that is occurring, which has been known in this portion of the United States. So continuing, this is a graph of the highest occurring plant species within the quadrats. The highest occurring, most frequent species was the white pine, followed by round leaf greenbrier. These are the Latin names underneath. At 50% of the quadrats, red oak and red maple were present, and then 20% of the quadrats we had black huckleberry, lowbush blueberry, and sheep laurel, which is a type of rhododendron. So after I had all these results, I came up with my public communication piece. I wanted to reach out and educate the general public and give them an understanding of the importance of why we inventory species, conservation, ecology, and why it's important to identify invasive species that we see. So for the platform, I chose Google Sites because it was easy to create, easy to navigate, easy to share. Here are some screenshots from the webpage that I designed. You can see the top left is just a picture and the mission of the project. To the right, top right, is an inventory of all species that were observed. The bottom left had the first page of the website, and then the bottom right is just like analysis and methods that occurred. So the outcome. Unfortunately, I did not generate as much interest in my website than I had hoped for. I shared on social media with friends and with colleagues at work. I decided to attach Google Analytics to this website to see how many views I was getting on the website. And I thought it would work well, but the data was very lagged, and like still right now it says that I only have one view, and I know that I've had multiple views from my colleagues, friends, even Facebook clicks. So that was the one downside to the public communication piece. But for my future, I do plan to continue partnering with Wildlands Trust and collecting data on this piece of property. I would like to keep this website open and updated as I inventory more species, collect more data to show the relationship between the wetland and the upland soil pages, and I would like to continue to share the natural resource inventory work. I just want to say thank you to everyone. I enjoyed my experience through this capstone, and I'm grateful for the professional relationships that were created from this. It's been a great and stressful 2 years as I navigated being a student, working full-time, and becoming a mom. I am so happy I was able to finish this program, and I wish the best to everyone. Bye!